Hi, welcome back to another video. It's not Chris from Mr. Beast. I am coming to you today from Power Plant Day. But not only that, it's Bridge Day. All wrapped into one. All the action starts tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. You can either pray for Iran if you go out to some place of prayer tonight, or you can pray for Christy Gnome's cross-dressing husband, transgender husband. Ooh, look at me, I'm a cross-dressing transgender. See, like, this is the problem because you don't know that, like, this isn't trans, this is cross-dressing, and, like, I'm not like the same. Oh, it's still exactly the same. It's still exactly actually the same. It's the same type of energy being resonated right here. The thing about crossdressers are they're typically from Florida. They vote Republican and then they like put women's clothes on. They look at the camera and they're like, "You caught me," and it's really creepy and disturbing and gross. I don't resonate with that energy. Hi, welcome to the show. It's Bridge Day. It's Power Plant Day. It's really kind of fun. Yeah, and then today we got a whole new freaking message, And so we just follow this and we pay attention to this, but only so many people know what's even coming. And it kind of feels like what happened with like the pandemic, but it also kind of feels like maybe it's not going to be the same, but like at the same time, it's just like, I'm aware that we're kind of headed toward a certain recession type thing, potentially, likely. And then people are just going about their day like normally, and it's really hard to digest. It's just like, do you know that like this guy's name's gonna be on money soon, and you're still like chasing paper? Is this like, do you like brain ow? It hurts to exist as a trans person in the United States right now, and it just hurts to exist in the United States, like period, kind of thing. Like if you have some sense about you, kind of thing. We're committing war crimes. We're committing war crimes, blowing up civilian bridges, but the reasoning is that like, oh, the military uses it as well, kind of thing. So like, what are we gonna do? It's probably not gonna be great. I'm sure it's not gonna be great. I expect it's gonna be one of two things. It's gonna be something that's really bad, as we saw with like Venezuela, and we just like woke up from the slumber of our weekend to seeing like Venezuela being taken with like, helicopters and everything, or nothing's going to happen. And that's what we get to like sit here and wait and like fester on today, or some of us, but most people aren't. But like, just kind of like, hey, what's going to happen? So it's like, I'm sure there's betting markets, and I'm sure there's betting markets that are going to be shorted because of the insider information on these said things. But that's just the world we live in today. It's really kind of fun. So hi, welcome. I got a new top and I really like it, and I tried a choker on for the first time in 13 years because might as well try it out before the end, right? We have the Christian nationalists trying to bring out the second coming of Christ right now, and it's really fun. It's really fun to just like exist during this. It's already like scrambling enough to be trans and like hear all these like different legislations and whatever that are going into effect. And how many states now are you not allowed to change your like records on your birth certificate and whatever? And it's like what, like 9 that you're not allowed to officially, out of the 50 states, there's 9. So there's like privilege in certain states, but not all of the states. And like when I was a kid, right, I used to like go to preschool. I used to go to first grade, second grade. I did that. I did those things. I did that stuff real good and everything. Yeah. And then like when I did these things, right, I'd get up and then there'd be an announcement and they'd be like, all right, now we need you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I used to say, with liberty and justice for all at the end of it every day. And like, hell if I want to like settle for something less, So it's just kind of like, it's really funny whenever like we just see like trans people getting attacked, and then like this being like a known thing, but like maybe not in all the news sources, maybe not everybody knows about it, but like at the same time, like a certain group of people probably do know about it. And then you get to like go to Panera and you get to eat a salad, really expensive salad, just because you want to stare vacantly at the wall and think about all the money that you like manically threw away because you can't like keep yourself sane enough to actually spend your money reasonably and smart enough to like go and travel and visit people and like take care of your car and stuff. No. You just manically throw your money away into the void that you know you will never receive or see a comeback or turn around from it ever again, and start going into like a little bit of a debt because you're just like being driven insane because you're trying to follow the news because you're trans and you're just trying to exist. So that's where I'm at with my life, and I'm just like vacantly staring at the wall today, and I see somebody like walking, but not walking. They had a red hat. They scuttled kind of like slowly because their legs weren't working so good. And you could see the TRU. I'm like, okay. And it's just like, do they know that they're trying to like kill all trans people right now? Like, we have websites that if you go online and you go into Google and you type in Project 2025 trackers, you will literally find like the tracker for this overall project kind of thing. And until the end of term is 1,019 days currently. And so the overall progress of 2025 is 53%. And then you go into like, what's Project 2025 supposed to do with trans people? And the plan proposes to eradicate what it calls transgender ideology from federal policies, education, and public life. So that's where we're at, right? It's just fun to exist as this, but then we have like the people that are in charge of like the immigration, the ICE, and then you got like the husband doing the thing that is like the thing that they're trying to get rid of, but like the calls always coming from inside the house kind of thing. And then it's just like, so I just wonder which member of the administration has litter boxes in their house. I'm just trying to think, which one is it, right? Because like I'm just trying to make sense of it, right? I'm not like opinionated on left and right, but at the same time, listen, like it is ridiculous. You don't see Democrat. You saw Barack wear a suit. Okay. Whew. I digress. Woo. I need Jesus and a can of ginger ale. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. These are the words from our president. This is from today. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary wonderful can happen. Who knows? Does the WHO in that stand for the World Health Organization know something? Is literally every part of this administration like more mysterious than the JFK assassination? Because it's like, it feels like every little step of it, the ear growing back, the Charlie Kirk like conspiracies of like, is he alive or not kind of thing. And it's just really fun. It's just really fun to exist through this. Anyway, so it's the what is it? Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, both of them. It's just they fall on the same day. We will find out tonight one of the most important moments in a long, complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death. We finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. Really odd take on that. And if it was such a situational issue for 47 years, you think that they would have done something about it their first term immediately if it were this pressing of an issue. If this were even an argument they should be using, it would have been something that they would have taken care of in their first term. They would have started pushing this in their first term. But like, what do I know? I'm just some dumb, what do I say? What words? What slurs can I say? Literally any of them, but I'm not going to use them. I don't want to. I don't know what all I can get away with on the site half the time. Anyway, yeah, it's really fun to exist. So what else do we have? We got that. We don't really have much else. I think it was just we wanted to ramble. We wanted to rant. We wanted to look good and scream into the void for a little bit. We have no makeup on except for eyeliner, by the way. We didn't have to do anything crazy, right? We have more Omegle videos that we're going to put together and put out, but there's just so many clips that I have to go through that I'm just like a little bit overwhelmed with it. I'm like halfway through my almost 900 clips that I have to like piece out what I want to, but then I have to go back through all of these, and I'm just like, there's certain things that I want to talk about and cover, and things that like the amount of stress that I have to go through like Omegle compared to like some of the other content creator. Yes, there are a bunch of terrible people on Omegle doing a bunch of things that they probably shouldn't be doing, illegal things, etc. Um, acting a certain way, but then like when it comes to like a trans person, you can literally only go so far with it before they have to tell you to do something that would, end things and such and stuff. It's just like it's fun to like interact with Amigo people, but like, yeah, like these things happen to other people, but it's not like as consistent or often that people just have like these hard opinions, and it's literally nothing I can really do about it. So it's just like, this is where we're at as a world, as a society kind of thing. And it's just like, in the real world, it just feels like it feels harder to even walk around more days that go by. But I can only imagine like what's going to happen after like today. Is this going to be like a big like coming together moment, or like people going to be like, okay, we're going to work together more as a society? It'll be like, okay, we need to like trade again. We need to like actually interact with like our neighbors. Like my neighbor is a hardcore Trump supporter, but at the same time, like they came and went for a walk on a path, and like we ran into each other, and they got a new dog, and I pet their dog, and we had a talk, and like you can interact with people. Most people don't care. I found somebody that had all the bad German signs and the Iron Cross and the other thing and the other one, the other one, on Omegle the one day, and they literally were like trash talking me the one day, the first time we matched. But then I just kind of rambled with them, and then like the second, third time that we matched, they wanted to say something, but I didn't give them enough time. And the fourth time they matched, they're like, "Hey, wait, why do you keep skipping me?" And they're like, "Listen, I don't care what you do, just don't do it around me. You're pretty cool." So it's like this whole ideology of everybody being torn apart is just like not as real as you may believe behind a screen. You may believe because of certain social media apps. I think trans people need to get off of Facebook, and fast. I mean, I think we should have gotten off of there a long time ago. But also, where do you go? I mean, the news is crazy lately. I don't really have much else. I just have to spend a whole day of looking good and having nothing to do. So, yeah. All right. That's it. Cool. All right. We did our rambling. We'll see you next time.